the West is acutely aware of their total dependence on Africa. If Africa were to use its own mineral resources and materials for its own industries, the entire Western economy would collapse. With this collapse, their so-called civilization would crumble. Africa is the foundation upon which they've built their house, and they know this all too well. For over 800 years, the subjugation of Africa has been maintained. It's literally the most important thing to them, no matter how the world changes or dynamics shift. They try to scare African nations with threats of capital flight and investor exodus if they nationalize. But think about that for a moment. They're threatening you with consequences they themselves would impose. They're not saying the policy itself is bad. They're telling you they'll make it bad because of what they'll do if you implement it. These neo-colonial predators are openly threatening you, and yet you're supposed to trust their advice? How can you listen to those who blatantly tell you they'll punish you for trying to make things better for your people? Their malice couldn't be more obvious. They're putting their private interests above the interests of their own countries, openly identifying themselves as your enemy. They're not saying nationalization doesn't work or isn't beneficial. They're saying they'll do anything in their power to make sure it doesn't work. It's humiliating that these people still have a say in your country's policy discussions. They hold you in contempt and don't even try to hide it. Nationalization of key sectors like mining, energy, and finance is essential to break the stranglehold of foreign capital and ensure that a country's resources benefit its people and domestic economy. Global South countries are now in a position to dictate terms. If Westerners want to withdraw their investments because of nationalization, let them. Tell them to dig around in their own lands for the minerals they need. It's time for all Global South countries to break away from Western domination and implement policies they know will benefit them, whether America likes it or not. Look at the Gulf countries. Where would they be now if they hadn't put their oil sectors under government control? This millennium-long system of subjugation must end now. Even if the road to liberation is rocky, it's better than being buried under the rot hole where the West has kept Africa for centuries. Africa is the richest and most important continent on the planet. The West stole its riches and importance, becoming imposters on the throne for far too long. It doesn't make sense to fear someone whose power depends on you. That's psychological power, not actual power. Every element of their real power is derived from us. It's like our hands are directly on the tap they use to waterboard us, and all we have to do is turn it off.